can't comprehend, I can't process the idiocy, the monumental idiocy of this man and this administration. Anyway, he was at the lectern on Friday. I don't know if you saw it. 20 times, I didn't count, the times counted for me. 20 times he expressed his love for Trump. I love him. I love the man. I just love him. I really do. I love him. Oh, I love him. I love him. 20 times he said it, right? The Times says it was an awkward convergence for the first on-camera news briefing in a week. Even in a White House, I'm adding this, as fucked up as this one is. Times wouldn't put it that way. What's her name? Miss Trunchbull, who is now the press secretary. She tends to be dry and sardonic, with that kind of insufferable Christian bullshit that drives me right to the wall. Actually, it drives me into the room where I keep my machine guns and atom bombs and flamethrowers and all kinds of shit. You know what I'm saying? Put that in your smoke and pipe it, NSA. Anyway, where Trunchbull tends to be dry and sardonic, the Times says Scaramucci is over the top. Yeah. I love the president. I love Miss Trunchbull over here. I love Reince Priebus. I love Sean Spicer. I love everybody. I am full of love. You must understand, I am full of love. I am going to be the most loving communications director in the history of anything you want to say. I love these guys. I respect these guys. Even Trunchbull. She has the worst breath. Just kidding. I don't like, well, I do, but I know these people. I know Scaramucci. Not him. But I know this type. Scaramucci, no offense to used car salesmen, because the kind I'm referring to are pretty much extinct at this point. Anybody who goes to a used car salesman at this point is out of their fucking mind. I mean, you have all kinds of ways to buy cars online through all sorts of different resources. But the stereotypical used car salesman of the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, right? That's what Scaramucci is. He's a grease ball. He carries great big buckets of grease with him so he can just ladle it onto you, just grease you all up. And then he can do, I love you. I can't tell you how, I love his daughter too. Ivanka, what can I say? I love these guys. And then he said this, the president has really good karma, okay? And the world turns back to him. He's genuinely a wonderful human being. I'm in love with this man. I'm in love with him. He's good karma. What the fuck is this? What is this? Commedia dell'arte? Yes. I guess that's one way to look at it. A bunch of treasonous fucking gangsters running the country? That's another way to look at it. I love these guys. And then when he left, he'd give air kisses from the lectern to the press. I love you too, you fake fuckers. I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Oh, Anthony loves you. I love you so much. Woo! After watching this guy, now remember, I'm Italian. After watching this guy on Friday, I had to get up, go make up a mess of spaghetti, and just fucking jam it into my mouth. I'm like, wow, he really connected me with the homeland, you might say. What a greaseball. What a shithead, this Scaramucci. But he's going to work for Trump. Poor Sean Spicer. Now, here's the question. Who is going to survive? This Christian monster named Trunchbull, you know, Sanders, Huckabee Sanders, or Scaramucci. Hey, hello, I love you. Oh, kisses, kisses. I even love Miss Trunchbull. You know, she has bad breath, this woman. Oh. They don't like each other, okay? Sanders is a Southern Christian lump. She got that Southern drawl, and she'll look at you like, you must be made out of shit. I'm not even going to answer your question, okay? She has all the charm of a goddamn leg hold trap, you know? Scaramucci, on the other hand, oh, what? Any question you want to ask me, I'm not going to answer, but you can ask anything. I even love her, Miss Trunchbull, the one with the, oh, she's got bad breath. Woo! Oh, Christ. Scaramucci. You know, sometimes even a smartass like me I can't find words to describe this shit. It's just impossible. Just impossible. Miss Trunchbull said, well, first of all, I guess most of you understand that your importance in Washington, D.C. is determined by one thing only. Now, how much money you have, not how successful you've been in science or art or anything, but the one thing that determines your importance is your proximity to the president, whoever the president is. That's why right now Jared Kushner sits on top of this huge heaping pile of stinking lies and deception. He sits at the top because he is Il Duce's son-in-law. Is there a more powerful position in Washington than to be Trump's son-in-law? Let me give you a quick answer. No. A little longer answer. Fuck no. You can't be any closer. I mean, even his daughter. Remember Trump's attitude about women, and that translates to his relationship with the women in his family, too. Look at his poor wife, always like this. And Ivanka's getting rich. She's making millions. I'll come to that in a minute. But since proximity to the president is the single most important way to identify someone's importance in Washington, D.C., there's no other standard. That's the only one. Trunchbull on Friday, when she was named press secretary, to take Sean Spicer's job, she said, having the opportunity, quote, to speak on behalf of the president is absolutely an honor and something that I would cherish. And I'll fucking kill anybody who disagrees with me. You know how I'll kill you? I'll sit on you. I'll make you listen to me read the Bible. I'll stick you in a room with my father. But either by design or on Trump's part, because he's such an asshole, or just because Scaramucci is so good with the hands and the kisses and I love you. Poor Trunchbull was so outperformed on Friday. She introduced Scaramucci. And once she introduced him, bye-bye podium, bye-bye crowd control, bye-bye everything. We're a concerned Trunchbull. She's standing over the corner with this shit-eating grin on her face like, what have I done? And Scaramucci, in the meantime, is doing the whole thing, just like his name indicates. The whole thing. Just dancing around like a drop of water on a hot griddle, right? Hey, I love you too. I'll get to everybody in the room, which he didn't. I'm going to take all your questions. Just give me a minute here. I'm sorry I slip into this accent from Long Island, but you know, you like my arm motions, huh? I do this all the time because then you watch my arms, you don't hear what I'm saying. See? I am Scaramucci. It's just gone crazy. The Times says, Miss Sanders that's Trunchbull, was upstaged and outshone on her first briefing in the job by Mr. Scaramucci, an outsider tapped by Mr. Trump to fix all that ails his dysfunctional White House. Well, that's what Commedia dell'arte was supposed to do. They were about 18 steps below a court jester. Again, street theater. No, look, I'm not talking about what they call now bucksters, the people on the streets who perform well, who do a good job. Commedia dell'arte was not designed to do a good job. It was designed primarily, I'm guessing here, to divert people's attention from the fact that the Black Death was wiping out Europe. It was bullshit stuff. Now, I know I'm going to get emails from people who are trying to revive, and the revival of Commedia dell'arte has been going on for, 30 years, trying to revive this so-called art form. But having seen performers who work in Commedia dell'arte here in Atlanta, people I knew attempted 35 years ago, part of this renaissance of Commedia dell'arte, let's bring it back. And it was bullshit. And they had to give it up because it was nothing. There was no there was no reason for it, unless your family's being wiped out by the plague and you wanted something to divert your attention and the priests were saying, oh, well, Commedia dell'arte would come along and attempt to make you laugh through your tears. Scaramucci. Anyway, the fact that Trunchbull was upstaged, the Times says that may have been the point. Ms. Sanders has embraced the antagonistic tone set by Mr. Spicer since the earliest days of the Trump presidency, objecting to critical coverage that she brands as it's fake news and complaining about dishonesty. You're all dishonest. I'm honest. The president is honest. We would never lie. Ever, ever, ever. But you lie all the time. You're a faker. Fake news. And here comes Scaramucci. Oh, don't do that. Oh, come on, Miss Trunchbull. Air kisses. Don't. I love them. I love this one. Oh, I know you're from Fox News. I know you. I love this one over here. And this one. I love the ones flying around in the room. I love them all. They're so wonderful to me. I love the president. I've known the president since he and I used to since he and I used to do things together in Long Island. I can take you a place where there are more fucking bodies buried than in goddamn Arlington National Cemetery. I know this president. Oh, wait a minute. What was that? Oh, that was my inner self coming out. Ooh.